But to look your enemy in the eye, knowing you'll remember his face for the rest of your life, now that takes a stomach much stronger than you'll ever have.
Let's get going. What the hell is this? Oh, it's my lynx that I'm going to slaughter. Yes, okay. Sorry, lynx. What's Lamech doing? Are you contemplating the futility of life as well? You're praying! Okay. Alright. Very good. Well, most of the gang are now healed up. Most of them. There's a lot of filth around. Got 24 meals, which is fairly okay. This entire area needs replanting. Some of it still needs harvesting. So that's something to concern myself with. One thing that I should probably do, and one thing that I was stating that I would do, is I wanted a research table somewhere, didn't I? Is it under production? Simple research table, yes. So let's get that. Here. Yes. A little dwarven stool there as well, just to make it more comfortable for whoever does it. Great, we've got a research table now. We already have that. And I think we also wanted a blacksmith's anvil and forge. Now, of course, we can't... Marble? No, I don't think we can do it with marble. Well, we could get a stonecutter's table, 30 iron and 75 wood. Where can that go? Getting a little tight in there, isn't it? Are we over here? Of course, we want a stool there as well. With that, we can cut some nice stones from these chunks down here. What are these chunks primarily made out of? Slate? Mostly slate. And presumably... Let's get these two things hauled out. Looks like our traps are being built by Lamech. Very good, Lamech. That will stand us in good stead for the next raid. I'm back, by the way, Intrepid. Hello. How's Wilson doing? Wilson! Oh, poor Wilson. He's absolutely sausaged, isn't he? It's okay, Wilson. You're safe. You're safe. Now, it might be nice, if we look at our hunting capabilities, Lamech's quite a good hunter. He's got 7 out of 20, so what I might do with Lamech is, when you have the opportunity, Lamech, I would like you to equip this short bow. Pardon. Ignat is fully... Oh. Well, there it goes. There we go, things are getting repaired over here from Draken's outburst. Very good, very good. It's quite useful to have Ignat around, actually. I mean, how old are you? You're 73, so I mean, I don't know how much life he's got left in him. I don't think he is a dwarf. And the reason I say I don't think he's actually a dwarf, I think he's just pulling the wool over our eyes, is because if I look at his health, it just says okay all the way over here. Now, usually blood filtration would be enhanced when it comes to dwarves. So this guy's a human. He's not a dwarf at all. He just thinks he is because we tamed him. The dwarves tamed him. He's just assumed that he's a dwarf. There's Venusoft getting the cooking done. Got a little bit of Panthera fur there. Very nice. Or Panthera? Panthera? I don't know. Panera? No. Must be Panthera. Panthera. Thera. Terra? Oh, God. Are we going to re-sow these crops at any point? I suppose the traps are more important. Well done, Ignat. Let's take a look at the work for growing. We've got Vanguard on a 2 and Draken on a 3. That should be sufficient by itself, really. Should. The cleaning hasn't really been a lot of cleaning lately. Where's Draken got to? What are you up to right now? You're harvesting a poplar tree. Once you've harvested that tree, can I harvest? There we go. So he's going to clean all the scuzz in this room, hopefully. Go get all your vomit cleaned up, you sickening. What about all this blood? Blood of Wilson, there's a bit of dirt there as well. Low medicine. Vanguard. Oh, look at all this medicine up here. You can just haul that, it's fine. You still bleeding? Oh, you seem fine. Except for the fact that your right eye was bitten out. Sorry. Now, I think the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to make a plan here. And here's the plan. Going to need a nice big room here, and I'm going to leave 2 spots in the walls at least. So we'll have a 10 by 10 room there. And then in the room we're going to have this come off. And we're going to have a 2 wide corridor that runs all the way up here. Another nice big room. In fact, there we go, that's 2. I think this is going to be our primary production room. Very good. And that's going to be the storage room that runs off the production room. Yeah, that's going to be too far. Yep, that's okay. I do need to cancel that one though. Deselect, remove plans. There we go. Plan. Okay, so we've got our main hall here, which is going to be fine. That's most cooking, etc. is going to happen there. That's our production room for the future. Got a nice long hall. We need to go this way a little bit. Go here. And I think we'll do an 8... I suppose we could kind of have a fairly significant storage area here as well, couldn't we? Or we could have 2 rooms. Yeah, tell you what. We'll go for a 10 by 10, which is effectively... Will that be a 10 by 10? 10 by 10. No, I'm fairly happy with that. And then we'll go there as well. And then from these rooms, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this corridor can snake off. Nope, it can't. This. I wanted a 2 gap really, didn't I? 5 by 4. 5 by 4. This is for extra bedrooms in the future. Can't get that quite as large. Cancel those plans. We'll work something out here. Thinking probably from here. We can get a 5x4 in. And then cancel that plan. Right there. And of course, oh, we might have an extra one here. 5x4. Very good. Cave people playthrough? Yes, absolutely, Carl. Dwarves, in fact. Look! Dwarves! Did Discord not send the live? I'm going to have to do so. Guys, those of you who are on my Discord, it should tell you within about 5 minutes of a live stream starting. It's really supposed to, and it has done in the past fairly well. There are times where it might not do what it's supposed to, and I'm really, really sorry about that. I wish there was something I could do about it. Twitch itself isn't very good at telling people when I'm live streaming. YouTube, as you know, is an absolute bloody nightmare at telling people when I'm live streaming. I think the best thing that you can possibly do is, why don't you look at some of the links I've got below. I should have a link to a Twitter. If you follow me on Twitter, if you're a Twitter user, of course. If you're not, it's probably a little bit pointless just for me. But if you are a Twitter user, for me the Twitch channel announces blank. I better have a look. It is for me as well. How irksome. How irksome. Well, I don't know. I don't know why that is blank. It really shouldn't be. Sorry, folks. I blame society. The Twitch channel is supposed to purge itself, yes, but certainly shouldn't be doing it that way. This needs to be one larger. Like so. There we are. Alright, so we've got 4 bedrooms here. Grand hall. Production area. A nice storage area. That's probably going to be storage too. Maybe a blacksmith's here. And a grand corridor. I think that's going to be nice. And then we'll probably remodel the inside of this eventually as well. I'm not going to put all that mining in situ yet. There's just too much for my guys to do. Oh, Wilson is awake. Well done, Wilson. You have survived. And look, we've got our salting pots ready. So you'll see, this doesn't spoil for 30 days now. This medical stuff takes over a decade to spoil. There's a lot of hauling, a lot of mining. Let's see what Lamech is doing. Yeah, it looks like you're still fruitlessly trying to get all this marble stuff sorted out, bless you. This is a something stream. I don't know what that something means. What does it mean? Maybe if I hover over. Oh, cozy. I'm with it now. I'm with it. Hovering over helped, folks. We should probably take a look at the local wildlife and see what there is around. I think it might be nice if we hunt a few of these hares. All of these hares. There you go. And I think we gave Lamech a bow, didn't we? So hunting's only going to be on a 4 priorities if you've got nothing else to do. Vanguard, yeah, that's fine. Do it. Cozy, I'm with it, Carl. Is it Calizzle? Am I saying that right? You tell me. Uh-oh. That was an eclipse. There's a marriage! There's a marriage! Vanguard proposed marriage to Venusoft. Venusoft agreed and the two are now engaged. At some point in the coming days or quadrums, they will have their marriage ceremony and invite all the colonists. Consider placing a marriage spot if you want to control where the ceremony occurs. Magnificent. Let's see what was said. Okay, here we go. Vanguard sat near Plissken and talked to himself about friendly writers. That was nothing. There was nothing. Ignat belittled Vanguard's abilities, and he felt pretty rough about himself. He thought, "Oh, what happened to me? Are my abilities poor? Maybe I need somebody to look after me." And then he proposed immediately to Venusoft, and the two are now going to get married. Is that not wonderful? Ah. What's up, Vorek? How you doing? Okay, why is Draken still alive after the last stream? He's been trouble this stream as well. He's been trouble this stream too. Hey, Curse the Commander, how are you? Yes, he's gone nuts and destroyed half of the base, and then vomited everywhere. Draken is trouble. I love it. Butcher spot. No, that's not what I want. Where's our marriage spot? Recreation? Could that be... Is a marriage recreation? You tell me, folks. This Elven Grand Gate looks awesome. Marriage spot. I think we'll do it right here in the main hall. Very good. Alright, continue with your lives. Did he go through social reconditioning? No, he's trouble. Right now he's quite happy though. And the reason he's quite happy is because he feels a load of catharsis after smashing the entire base up. He's not very happy about the darkness, doesn't like the unsightly environment. Luckily he's got low expectations, which is useful. His recreation's satisfied, he's comfortable as well. He's in a relatively good mood at the minute. I'm sure that'll change. If anybody's a Bajoran undercover agent, it's probably Ignat, who claims that he is a male dwarf villager of the Obsidian Order, but when looking at him, where's his beard? Where are his clothes? Ignat is almost certainly not a dwarf. But he's proved very useful to the colony so far. Look at him running around, actually doing what he's supposed to be doing. Very good. Unlike Draken. Let's make sure that we get rid of those as well. Right, now that this ridiculous thing that I told them to do over here is close to complete, I'm quietly hoping... Oh, sounds like there's some butchery occurring over here. Whoop! Group of pigs, abandoned or lost, have wandered into the area. They seem accustomed to human contact and are joining the colony. Oh, more pigs! Hello, piggy wiggies! Put yourselves in the animal area and be prepared to get trained how to haul. Very good, piggy wiggies. Magnificent stuff. We should probably set the research as well. Let's have a look. Right. Medieval. See, there are a lot of nice things. Medieval technologies is good. But looking at main, we've got passive cooler. I don't think that's going to be too much of an issue because we're not in a very warm, well, cold place at the moment. Doors research I don't need to concern myself with at the moment. Psychoid brewing. What does this do? Prepare psychoid leaves into a mildly euphoria-inducing and addictive tea at the campfire or cooking stove. Sounds potentially nice. Pemmican is useful if we start travelling around. Carpet making I don't care about. Tree sowing might be useful in the future, but that's 1,000. I think we might actually go with the medieval technologies. Let's click research on. Do we have a researcher is the question. Venusoft, it's very, very low priority. Crafting and hauling is much, much more important to her. Let's bump these to a 3. Put that to a 2. We're going to leave Warden and Cook at 2 as well, so she'll prioritise those over this, because these are lower priority on this end. Yeah, that'll do. Venusoft, very good. So she'll make sure that we've got all the meals that we need first, and then she will go and research as needed, and you'll see the little bar come up here. The eclipse actually doesn't really matter to us too much at the moment. We'll lower the mood of our colonists a little bit, but if we had, say, solar power generators or something, and we were doing a non-medieval style playthrough. Why did I read plot armor instead of plate armor? Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys. We've actually got a fair amount of meat, and it's all in our little salting bath, so it doesn't spoil for a while. Still got lots of tattered apparel. Who's supposed to be doing all this? Because, look, I mean, in the bills here... Look at that. Oh, I want you to do until you have to. There you go. 3 dwarven tunics. And look at all this stuff. We've got loads of wolf skin now. We've got pigskin, panthera fur, light leather. Just use what you will. Use what you will. There you go. There's Venusoft continuing to cook. What's her skill looking like now? Wow, you're a good cook. You're a very good cook now. Useless and everything else, of course. Draken, what's happening with you? Still a pretty good medic. Okay at melee. Good at plants. You're doing your thing there. Vanguard, excellent shooter. Good with plants. Decent at mining. Are you actually Vanguard? Are you able to mine? Oh, yeah, it's on 3 for you. Draken, what's your skill at mining? Well, plant cut, all. Let's move your growing skill up to 2, because hauling and cleaning I think is a little bit less important at the moment. In the short term. Uh-oh. Draken is inspired to do surgery for some reason. You'd think that, wouldn't you, Overseer? In fact, I'd love it if they'd all just run around in the buff, but unfortunately they get very upset when they're naked without having made the choice to be naked. Silly sausages that they are. Right, let's see what these can do. Let's take a look at them and see what you do store. I'm going to have you store meals as well. Yeah, all of these things is fine. I'm actually going to make that critical. And the reason I'm going to make these critical, so let's copy the settings. And paste the settings into these all. Hopefully that should have worked. Let's just check. Yep, seems to be working. And now what will happen is if we take a look at that, it doesn't spoil for 60 days. So our meals are going to be protected for much, much longer. Don't let Draken do surgery! He's going to put an arm coming out your forehead. Lord of the Rings sounds like a porno. I suppose it does a bit. I can assure you that's not on purpose. Ignat, what are your skills right now? Got a decent social skill. Good at whacking things. Hey. Decent with animals. Very good at construction. Yeah, he's pretty okay. He's pretty okay. Oh, Ambrosia! Jump to the location. These Ambrosia sprouts, now they're not grown at all here. Oh, Draken, where are you? What are you doing, Draken? Oh, that's a lot of steel. That's a bit less steel. Very good, Draken. The eclipse is ending. Oh, nice. We've got light again. So the villagers aren't going to be quite as upset. And what are you doing? No, you're going to get all of that done. Okay. Bing! Minor break wrist on Lamech. He's unhappy again. Why are you unhappy this time? Night owl in daytime. Well, why are you awake in the daytime? Look. We've put you on sleep between these hours, 11 till 1900. Why are you awake in the day, you fool of a toque? Honestly, sometimes, diary, I don't know. Want a tip for the ambrosia? Yeah, give it to me. Hey, Psyche, how you doing? Oh, meteorite. Let's see what this was. Jade. Not very useful to us, if I'm honest. I was hoping it might be steel or, you know, something even better. Vanguard. Put that on 3 for the moment, for Draken. I really need you to do the growing stuff. So what are you doing right now? Why aren't you planting here? Draken? Draken! Fine, just do what you want. Oh, all the obedience is happening, so hopefully our little piggy wiggies. I think what I might do with the pigs now is... I'm tempted to unrestrict them so they can kind of go where they need. Let's try it. In fact, let's only do it. I've got these on hauling. These guys are obedient, look. So why don't we put them on unrestricted? Because they're now obedient. So presumably they will occasionally go and haul things. If we take a look at Wilson, who, bless him, is still injured. Let's look at his training. He can haul. He's only trained 3 of 7 though at the moment. So maybe not then. Maybe not quite yet. Let's put these back in the animals. Sorry, folks. Ignat, what are you doing? You're smoothing the walls! Oh my! It might be a slightly less unsightly environment in future. Ignat. Oh, you're not assigned to mining, okay. But Lamech, when you wake up, how about we prioritise getting this mining done? Looks to me like we might need to expand this zone a little bit. Let's just expand it this way. Ooh! Draken! Oh, Draken, why? If you draw a growing zone over the ambrosia and disallow sowing, your dudes will just go to harvest it automatically when it's grown. Probably a good idea, actually. Let's take a look at the research screen. Ooh. Now, we've got medieval crafting systems, which is potentially going to be useful, tailoring systems, defensive systems, and food storage systems. It looks to me like we need both tailoring and crafting in order to go with advanced smithing or improved defensive systems. So I think we'll probably start out with dwarf crafting systems, or medieval crafting systems, excuse me, my apologies. Ignat is continuing to smooth the walls. Apparently he's bled everywhere at some point. Venusoft, once you're done doing that, can you prioritise cleaning all this stuff? Because it is looking like an absolute sty here. There you go, that looks good. Just get all that done and then perhaps you can go cooking or something. I'll see you, Calidusel. You have a good one, my man. So most of the cleaning is now done. Place is marginally less of a sty. Where's bloody Lamech pissed off to now? Oh, you're doing something. Okay, fair enough. Smoothing the walls. Okay. Oh, it looks like it's actually kind of finally coming together. I want to get everything done here that I wanted to do before I start work on my new expansive mansion area. My zone of doom.